Welcome back to Mrs. Orloff's studio. Okay, you know all this junk mail that you get? Well, some of it might have good pizza coupons or different things like that. But we are going to make a paper tree. Now, I attached a video link that also has somebody doing this, but he used a paper roll spacer, and I've never done that before. And he taped everything together, and I've never taped anything together, except for maybe the very end. So what we're gonna do, you just need to overlap the sheets. So I'm gonna start. Hi, Thunder. We're gonna get some help here. I may have to boot him off. Now, I don't want to make it too tight. We have to have a little bit of room. So let's see here. This is about maybe the size of a quarter, maybe a little bigger than the size of a quarter. I guess we could put the, oh, look at that. A glue bottle should fit in it. Or, Thunder, Cat, you're really funny, but go away. Okay. So make sure that you keep it even while you're doing it. But the trick is when you add another piece of paper to overlap the paper. So we're keeping it not too tight, but so I'm overlapping this so that it's, I'm trying to keep it straight too. It's gonna roll up into the previous paper. Now I have several of these smaller ones. So again, I'm just gonna keep straightening it out at the end here. I'm overlapping it by a couple of inches. But try to line them up as you roll them. So my great-grandmother was a teacher in a one-room schoolhouse long time ago. I actually remember her. She was in her 90s when she passed away. I was pretty little, but I still remember her. Okay, I'm gonna add this longer one kind of in the middle. So I had 2 long sheets and 3. Cat. Rolling them up. The more pieces of paper that you put, the taller you can get your tree. Okay, 1 more. Oh, 2 more. So this can be a great competition. How tall, who can make the tallest tree? What? Okay, so for the last one, I am going to take a little bit of tape. And I'm only going to tape it on the bottom side of this. Now, I don't want to tape any of that together. I'm going to tape it about halfway. That should do the trick. Okay, so the next part is to cut our branches, so to speak. So we're going to cut through. And I guess this is the trick. If you get too many, you might not be able to cut through them all. Okay, so I'm gonna, yep, hi Thunder. I'm going to get a different pair of scissors. I might have to run and get my heavy scissors. You could just cut them that long, but I really want to cut about halfway down the paper. And the first one's always the hardest, because you'll see why. So again, we're cutting through all the layers and about halfway down the roll. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. So I have 2 halves. This will just make sure that we don't get some really thin ones. Thunder. Get it, Thunder. Get it. This would be a lot easier with a bigger pair of scissors. I'm having a hard time cutting through all these layers with this little pair of scissors. But I don't have another pair of scissors with me here. Okay. Almost. I'm just going to cut it about the same distance. And if you make it a little, if you roll it a little less tight, if you have bigger paper, you might want to roll it about the size of a toilet paper roll or a paper towel diameter. This is the diameter here. So if I would have rolled it a little more loose, a little bigger, I could have cut in more. Okay, so I am going to still cut this one in half. So I've only cut 4 strips, but that's okay actually. I think that should be plenty. But if you have a bigger diameter, you can cut more branches. Okay, so now that I have that cut, I'm going to turn it up this way. And so now I've got all those 4. I'm going to grab one of the center ones and gently pull it out. Now it's going to automatically kind of turn, and the more you can turn it, the further out you can pull it. So there is my tree. So again, the competition is how tall can you make your tree? Thanks for your help, Thunder.